Barack Obama to slide. Sure, we have pride in his election. Sure, we recognize this as a historic moment.
I just want to be on record as eloquently as possible by saying this is bullshit.
The genuine voice of the African community is not being heard.
Inside the very plush and posh Hilton Hotel, as folks are lining up to hear President Barack Obama here in the Hilton, getting entry into the hallway. It's a long line. Earlier we saw NAACP head, New York NAACP head Hazel Dukes. Here we are outside the Hilton Hotel. We have demonstrators protesting the anti-war policy of President Barack Obama. The organizers of the event are negotiating with the police as to the location. My name is Nellie Bailey and I'm with the Harlem Anti-War Coalition.
I'm Deborah Sweet from The World Can't Wait. And together with the Harlem Anti-War Coalition, we called this protest today, and it's very important that we're here.
Murder, rape, and torture, not in our name. Bush and Obama.
The war stays the same.
We cannot allow Barack Obama to slide. Sure, we have pride in his election. Sure, we recognize this as a historic moment, but it is not a historic moment that demands that we abdicate our principles, that demand that we abdicate everything that we believe in and what the African American community has stood for traditionally and historically. The African American community, more so than any other community, was overwhelmingly percentage-wise against this war, the Iraq war.
This war, these occupations, the spread of the occupation in Afghanistan, the torture that is a part of the war on terror, this whole package, along with the spying, is illegitimate, unjust, and immoral. And we're out here saying, no matter who the president is, especially when you have a president who said and rode to power on the basis of bringing big change, this is wrong.
Here's the motorcade that is bringing in President Barack Obama.
And we've just been removed from sight and sound from being in front of the building. So we have to be extra loud. We were removed under threat of arrest because this message, stopping the torture and the occupation for empire, cannot be seen by people in the convention or by the president. I just want to be on record as eloquently as possible by saying this is bullshit.
Yeah.
We are always told, this is the freest country in the world. This is the best country in the world. We fought so you can get your message out. And why are we across the damn street?
You know, the genuine voice of the African community is not being heard. You got forces like, Barack Obama, Al Sharpton, some of the most, falling at the mouth sellouts, in the history of our liberation movement are in this building right now, not to discuss how African people are going to be a self-determined, self-governing people, but how, are we going to broker the next deal, with imperialism at the expense of the masses of our people. That's what's really going on in here, and I find it insulting.
We want to say that we will no longer tolerate a message from within our community that the policies of President Barack Obama cannot be criticized. This is unacceptable. We will not stifle debate, discussion, You have to listen to our concerns and our needs. And we're here today to deliver that message over all of those that are inside, and even more so to send a message within the African American, the Black progressive movement. You will not stifle debate, discussion, and analysis in our community. You will not do it. You can snarl, turn your back and run and do whatever, but we've had it. We're gonna be out here and we're gonna expose this imperialist president for what he is.
Barack Obama is part of the system, commander-in-chief of imperialism. Off that tip, no more confusion. What we need is revolution.